Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. My name is Jerry Martin, and I want to take you through these tutorials. We have broken them up to 3 to 5 minutes long, from the trainer login, right, from the gym login to the trainer login to the club login, and then what we talked about earlier, the overall structure of your business, and then we'll talk about supplements on the latter part one. So first of all, we'll talk about your gym login because this is where everything starts. So when you get your program, we'll give you the login information. You can only log in into the gym profile using a desktop or a laptop. You cannot log in through an app on your phone or iPad, okay? So it has to be used with a desktop or a laptop, okay? That's your club login. So once you get it, you'll be able to log in. First thing you'll see is a screen that looks like this. If there's a broadcast message, which is here in blue, this is how we communicate with you guys. If we want to send you any kind of updates or anything that's going on with the software, we can broadcast message you, your clients, or your trainers, or all three. You have the same capability, which we'll go over in just a minute. So if that's up, you can read it, hit the X button, make it disappear, and then all you'll get from here is your regular icons. So the first thing we're going to go through is trainers, how to add a trainer, because everything flows club, trainer, then clients. You actually have to have a trainer set up in order to put clients underneath it. Now, our trainers, it does not have to be a trainer. It could be an admin. We have some clubs that have members doing it, so we assign some members, 5 to 10 clients because they want to help out. We call it our Pay It Forward team, which we'll talk about later in some of the videos of how to structure that. So again, they don't have to be a trainer, but everybody has to have a coach. If you want to call them coach, that'd be fine there. And they're the ones who make sure they're keeping them accountable, that they're doing their weekly weigh-ins, that they're going through their lessons, they're uploading their food pictures, commenting on their food pictures. So really taking care of that client, okay? So to add a trainer, click on the trainer icon there, and over to the top right-hand corner. Sorry, I had to get a drink. Over top right-hand corner, you'll see Add Trainer. As you can see, we already have 2 added here, so we're going to add one real quick. And so this will pop up. You just fill this information out. Once you fill it out and hit Enter, the trainer will get a login, their login information, their username and password, and how to log in. Email looks just like this. After they receive that, they can log in through the app. As you can see, we just added Johnny Bravo here. Now, if I want to go inside of a trainer and look and see what's going on, I can click on the trainer. It's going to bring me up the trainer's profile with all their information. And if I want to look and see how many clients that trainer has, click on the clients button there, and it'll show the clients that's underneath that trainer. Reporting will be out soon, hopefully by the time you log into this program. Again, we're under beta, and so not everything is complete, but everything does work. So no worries in there. But you will have reports to run, overall weight loss, who's assigned to what trainer. So a lot of different options on reports, okay? All right, so after we get through with the trainers, we're going to talk about clients. You can add clients 2 ways. You can add clients through your gym login, or you can add clients through your trainer app, okay? I highly suggest using your trainer app to do it and let your trainers upload these people, your clients, so you can give your trainers, 5 to 10 clients a piece and let them do that. And let me say for the first 2 weeks, just you, your staff, and maybe 2 or 3 of your clients need to go through this program. Again, for the first 2 weeks, you, your staff, your clients. So, put your staff in there as trainers or clients, and or get some of your clients that's in your gym now. A couple of them, pick 2 or 3. Let them go through the program. And this is going to do 2 things. 1, it's going to get you familiar with the program before you launch it out to your clients. 2, under the lessons parts, which we talked about, you'll have to be ahead of your clients in the lessons because you got to go through the same lessons they do. And this way you'll be able to answer any questions they may have when it comes to the lessons. And we'll talk about the lessons in the video with the trainer and client portion of it, okay? All right, so to add a client, click on clients. As you can see here, if there's any clients already added, you'll be able to see them there. Over to the left, you'll be able to hit the search button, search your clients, which is pretty self-explanatory. If I want to add a client, I hit the plus button there, put their pertinent information in. Currently, all fields are required. Hopefully by the time you log in, that'll be not the case, and only fields that would be required would be the name and email address. And if a client was to go and fill out the other information out, that's okay. What we're trying to do is actually lighten the workload on you, the club owner, and your trainers. And really the only information we really need is their name and name and email address. Once you put that in there, the first thing it's going to ask you for is that client's measurements, weight, and strength assessments. Okay. And so you have a choice whether to put that in there now. If you don't want to do it now, you can hit that skip button, and you'll skip it. And then when you go back and add that in for the first time, you're able to do that either through the app or the web version here. Your choice. It'd be under the trainer app. We'll talk about that when we get to the trainer. For now, this upgrade's coming soon, but for now, the only time you can add in extra fields, for instance, if you want to measure their neck, you hit that green button there, you put in neck and the measurements there. If you're not using any of these other fields currently, just put a 0. You have got to put something in them fields, so make sure you put a 0. It will mess it up. So currently, again, the only time you can add extra fields is the first time you put in measurements, whether it's now or you skip it and bring it up in a trainer app later to add them in. But after that, you can't do that currently. With the new upgrade, you'll be able to delete any of these fields that you don't want, add whatever fields you want to add anytime. So that's that'll help out a lot there. And so weight's going to be next. You get skipped there, and then your assessments. Your strength assessments are there, which we'll talk about strength assessments under the trainer login. Okay, so we're going to hit skip. Goals are put there, skip, and then it will send them an email just like it did the trainer that looks just like this. Sorry about that background noise. I think I'm hitting my mic with my phone here. With my cup of water. All right, so now we're going to go into clients. If I want to look into a client, I'll click the client. It'll show me their information here. And then if I want to look at any strength assessments with that client, I'm going to click over here. It'll show me their weight, their measurements, and their strength or the fitness assessments. If I want to look at their food pictures, I'll click there. It's going to bring up the calendar with their pictures. I'll click the food. It'll bring it up there, so you're able to access that there. Of course, a trainer is going to do most of this all the time. It's just you do have that availability to look too. Their progression pictures are listed here, which is listed under selfies in their app. And so that's where the trainer is going to take their progression pictures. This is kind of a funny one I threw in here with his before and after picture, which was amazing transformation. Anyway, next we're going to look at their lessons. And we'll talk more into lessons when it gets to the client login. But this is the goal of the system, is actually the lessons part, to educate their members. And so you as a club owner or trainer can see exactly where your clients are in their lessons. So the way it works, they'll watch a 5 to 10 minute video or read, either or both, and then take a test. Once they take that test, it unlocks the next lesson. Okay. So you'll be able to see where your clients are in their lessons at all times. So if Susie comes in crying her eyes out, she wants to lose 50 pounds, and you talk to her and tell her how important education is and how important nutrition is, that is 80% of it. And you have a wonderful exercise program that will definitely help you burn fat off. But we've got to get you through this program, and we've got to get you educated. So you notice that Susie hasn't, in 4 weeks, Susie hasn't even touched the modules. So that's an easy conversation to go back and talk to Susie about and get her moving on through the program. So that's part of the accountability piece here. Okay. All right, broadcast messaging. So we're going to skip lessons. We'll talk about lessons when it gets to the trainer and client login, but we'll skip it for now. So we're going to move on to broadcast, and that's what I talked about earlier. You have the availability to send broadcast out, which we'll click here. You're able to add a broadcast, top right-hand corner. You're able to pick whether it's a trainer or the client or both and send the message out. And when you do, it will pop up and be in a blue box just like this on their phone, computer, iPad, or whatnot. Okay. The next thing we're going to look at is gym profiles. So if you top right hand corner here, if you click on the down arrow, it'll pop you to the gym profile. This is where the gym's information is. You can go ahead and edit any of that information. If it doesn't have a profile picture, you can put that in there too, and have control of all that. So that concludes the club login. And so the next video will be the trainer login, and we'll move to the client login after that. So I hope this was helpful. If you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We'll have our phone number listed, have our email listed, of course, and then Facebook. So we are here to help you. You can't bug us too much. We're here to really be a part of you and your club. All right. So thank you, and I will talk to you on your next video.